too for the Marquette area on that southerly wind. More details at 6.
Marquette Algerisa is helping kids of all abilities enjoy the holidays this year. Tonight on Insights, we'll hear about their Sensory Santa event. That's coming up at 6/5 Central.
Hi, I'm Jim Koski, and join me Mondays for Life in the 906.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, there's an effort in the Michigan House from one lawmaker who wants to update the state's minimum wage. Plus, health officials in the UP are warning of an increase in whooping cough cases in the area. And Delta County has officially certified the election results in their area. What that means going forward. Your 19 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Gorgeous night expected for the Marquette area, and we were real cold last night. Not quite as cold for tonight, though. Some of you could still get below freezing here, but with the winds moving up a little bit, that should help keep our temperatures mainly in the 30s, along with those mostly clear skies. And you can see yesterday a couple of even dropped to the teens, but now we're looking at mainly mid-30s to near 40 degrees by daybreak on Wednesday. Rest of the forecast coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Thank you, Tom. A Michigan lawmaker is hoping to update the state's minimum wage before changes take effect in February. A decision from the Michigan Supreme Court will raise the minimum wage to $12 an hour and eliminate the tipped wage credit. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on the bills some lawmakers hope will overrule the decision.
According to one Michigan lawmaker, the changes on the way to the state's wage laws are the perfect storm to crush small businesses and tipped workers across the state.
And I've talked to both sides of the aisle, and they've been approached by business owners, servers, anybody in the business community really, who are saying this is bad for my district.
Michigan's Supreme Court handed down a decision in July that reversed changes to the state's wage law. That decision will set the minimum wage to $12.48, start to phase out the pay adjustments for tipped workers, and require paid sick leave. Advocates from One Fair Wage rallied for the decision and are celebrating the changes as a win for tipped workers in the state, though some lawmakers disagree.
And I think it's going to really damage Michigan's business climate.
State Representatives Graham Filler and Nate Shannon introduced bills that, if passed, will override that decision and set a new wage law for the state.
Maybe if it was only one of those three, we'd be okay. But you put all those three together and you've got essentially the worst business climate in the country.
Their bills aim to slow down the wage increase, ultimately setting the minimum wage at $15 by 2029 and keeping the tipped wage at 38%.
The servers came to Lansing, about 700 of them or so, and those are Republicans, Democrats, not political people, and hopefully we'll be able to legislate a fix to this huge problem.
The bills are now waiting to be heard in committee, but will need to be passed through the House and the Senate before they adjourn in December. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Health officials say cases of an easily spread illness are on the rise, and they're urging parents to be prepared. According to Public Health Delta and Menominee counties, pertussis, also known as whooping cough, is a contagious, long-lasting upper respiratory infection. Violent coughing episodes can be especially severe for young infants and pregnant women. Pertussis vaccines are recommended for infants at 2, 4, 6, and 12 to 15 months, then again between ages 4 and 6.
It's really hard this time of year. There's a lot of respiratory things circulating. How do I know if my child has whooping cough or something else? It really is probably going very underreported. Not everyone has symptoms as severely as others. It's just to be evaluated by a doctor if your child has a prolonged cough.
The department says cases are appearing in clusters, particularly in families with school-age children. 1 week after the general election, the results have officially been certified in Delta County. The Board of Canvassers met last week to address any issues that came up on Election Day, including retabulating one precinct's results due to a power outage. This morning, all 4 canvassers signed the certification papers. The board fell under state scrutiny in May when a former member and alternate member refused to certify the county board recall vote. This time around, the county clerk says the results were easily certified.
This Board of Canvassers is very dedicated to looking at the results and the paperwork. They worked as a team to do this. Everything went very smoothly, and here in Delta County, everybody's vote did count.
The clerk's office can now move forward with election audits and any recount requests. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, Sarah Blakely takes us through some of the top medical headlines of the day. And later, scientists are working out how to turn bacteria into everyday products people can use. We're back in 2 minutes.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Hey there! CBS Thursdays are my favorite. Unexpected, exciting, and with 4 must-watch shows. First up, it's Georgie and Mandy's first marriage.
Welcome to the Cooper residence.
Then there's Ghosts, a house full of spirits. Sounds scary, but they make it look fun. Boom! Ooh, and Matlock. She's the kind of lawyer I'd want. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then there's Elsbeth. That's me.
This is so exciting.
CBS Thursdays. Gosh, that's good TV. It all starts Thursday at 8, 7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to buy get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we are.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
They're here just in time for Christmas. Quality snack tables, big ones and small ones, all American made of oak, hickory, or maple. Some go in front of you, and some go over the arm. They'll hold a laptop computer or a big bowl of soup. Also just arrived with curio cabinets and TV entertainment units in all shapes and sizes in oak, hickory, or maple, and all 25% off. There's big discounts on Amish dining room where you can pick the size and the finish. You'll save on quality Amish bedroom furniture too. Shop Shunk Furniture at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
As you mentioned at the top of the show, temperatures not nearly as cold for tonight. We had some teens for some of you along the Wisconsin border. Not seeing that for tonight with the southerly winds. Clouds will be thickening up as we head on toward Wednesday. And then for Thursday, rain expected for Wednesday night and into the day on Thursday. Probably the only day that we get any meaningful precipitation for the rest of the week. So a futurecast showing generally dry conditions, see mostly clear skies for tonight, and we're going to keep that trend into Wednesday until the afternoon. The clouds gradually thickening up, probably becoming overcast for most of you as we head on into the afternoon. But the good news is we're going to keep the rain away, so if you have to do anything outdoors, things are looking pretty good for that. And then for Wednesday night, here comes more substantial rain. Initially, most of Wednesday night, we'll see the rain from Marquette to Iron Mountain eastward toward daybreak on Thursday into Newberry, Sault Ste. Marie. Then the rest of the Upper Peninsula will probably get in on some of that rain action on Thursday. But in the grand scheme of things, most of the rain will be from Marquette east. And the reason we're not as cold tonight, southerly winds into daybreak, pretty steady up to 10 to 20 by late tonight. And that wind tends to stir up the atmosphere and keep the temperatures up. So that's certainly some good news there. And then for the rest of Wednesday, some gusts up to 20, maybe 25 for Marquette itself, and then gradually diminishing as we head toward the latter part of Wednesday. Now looking farther down the road, the next 6 to 10 days looks warm in the eastern half of the nation, while Upper Peninsula stays well above normal. That's what we are anticipating over the next week, week and a half as far as temperatures go. Precipitation, heaviest rain in the lower Midwest, but some storm systems will probably bring some hits of some rainfall for the Upper Peninsula. So it's a little wetter, not a lot wetter, but expect a few more days of rain, though it looks like that'll be more next week because we just don't expect a lot for this week. Mostly clear skies overnight. Again, the southerly winds keeping our temperatures noticeably milder. Some of you may only drop to 40 out toward Eagle Harbor and along the shores here of Lake Michigan. And heading into the day tomorrow, we're looking at some temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, perhaps near 50, with some increasing clouds as well. In the meantime, the rest of the forecast, we'll have some showers around for Thursday, and then we'll keep things fairly dry into Sunday and Monday. Then the rain will be coming in by the middle of next week.
How education and income can affect the health of expecting mothers, and what's behind an alarming rise in heart attacks in the U.S. WZMQ's Sarah Blakely has some of the day's top health stories.
Heart attack deaths due to obesity have skyrocketed over the last 25 years. An analysis of CDC data shows a 180% increase in obesity-related heart disease deaths between 1999 and 2020. The biggest increases are among middle-aged men, Black adults, people who live in the Midwest, and people in rural America. Differences in education and income could play a big role in the health of pregnant women. A study presented by the American Heart Association looked at the heart health of women for the first 7 years after they had a baby. They found socioeconomic factors, including health insurance status and health literacy, can put women at risk for heart disease, and those factors may explain racial and ethnic disparities in health. And a climate change-related danger for people with implantable defibrillators. An American Heart Association study found exposure to temperatures over 100 degrees nearly triples the danger of irregular heartbeats, or atrial fibrillation, in patients with those devices. People with defibrillators are being advised to avoid extreme temperatures and to use air conditioners. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Sarah Blakely, WZMQ 19 News.
Coming up on Insights, an upcoming sensory-friendly Santa event being put on by Marquette Algerisa. We'll have the details after this.
Dearest Beacon House family, what a long and amazing journey it has been for Leslie, Nora, Des, and myself. I cannot describe the fear of the unknown we faced those first nights in the hospital. A preemie baby 1,000 miles from home and no roadmap or end in sight. But we were in luck because we found a second home and a second family here. More than food or shelter, you gave us care at the times we needed it most. We will never forget how every staff member showed us kindness in the form of conversations, gifts for Nora, flexibility, and above all, a message that we mattered, that we belonged. Thank you for all that you do. We can never appreciate you all enough. Sincerely, Nick, Nora, Leslie, and Desmond.
This has been a public service message from WZMQ.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, let's be a light together.
I love to share my platform and the good that we all put into the world.
Plus, we love a good laugh. And Martin Lawrence came to deliver.
It's just no telling what you're going to say.
Plus, a young woman's tattoo honoring her teacher.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Do you wonder if playing the same Michigan lottery numbers over and over again improves your odds to win? That's actually a myth. You see, every set of numbers always has the same chance of winning because every drawing is random. Previous results have no effect on future drawings. So know the facts. If it stops being a game, call the helpline or visit our website. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. It's officially the holiday season, and Marquette Algerisa is bringing back a popular event with the Big Man in Red. A sensory-friendly Santa event is planned for next month, and joining us is the chair of the Special Education Advisory Committee, Andy Havistow. Andy, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. So first of all, I want to ask, what is a sensory-friendly Santa event?
So the Sensory Friendly Santa event is put on between the Special Education Parent Advisory Committee, Marisa, and my good friend Santa Claus. We reached out to him and told him, you know, we had some concerns that there were kids with sensory issues that were not able to see him in his traditional settings. And he worked with us to put together this nice event where we can keep things nice, calm, quiet, lights down if needed, and kiddos that need it can have a nice personal, private event with Santa to say hi.
Sure, it's probably not hard, or it's probably not easy to get a hold of Santa, but I'm sure he would be up for doing something like that.
Oh yeah, he was all about the idea.
Sure. What else can you tell me about the event itself?
It's really great. This is going to be its second year. When the kids come in, they're able to pick up a visual schedule, come in, have a snack, they get a personalized hat, and they get to follow a nice candy cane trail. And they get, as a family unit, a private time with Santa so that they don't have to have a lot of chaos or anxiety about other people being around. They can just connect with Santa Claus.
Sure.
As in fact, there's families that have never done this before, and it's just amazing to see that connection with them.
Sure, and being a special inclusionary event like this, what kind of impact do you think it has for these kids?
It is so huge. Christmas should be a very joyous time of year. It's not meant to be exclusionary, but I met kids last year who were seeing Santa Claus for the first time at the age of 8, 9, 10, because they've never been able to tolerate the amount of noise and stimulation that they would get in the traditional settings.
And yeah, what's it like to see their faces when they meet Santa for the first time?
Oh my gosh, it is so great. They come in, Santa knows their name, he greets them, and they are just over the moon to see, you know, the big guy up close and just really there to make that connection with them. They can, you know, approach him as they want. They can be excited and happy and jump up and down and run around the room, or they can, you know, quietly sit and stare at Santa for a while. He takes them as they come and goes with what they need.
All right, excellent. Is there anything else a parent should expect when they bring their kids to the event?
They should expect a lot of joy. A lot of joy, because it's the most wonderful time of the year, and we got some helper elves there, and we are going to make sure that everything is nice and calm and that they can, you know, access Santa as they need to, because that's really what this is about, is making him accessible to them. We got calming rooms if needed. We have, you know, snacks, toys for them to play with. They're gonna have a good time.
All right, excellent. I don't think we've mentioned it yet, but we should probably put out there when and where it is.
It is going to be on Wednesday and Thursday, December 18th and 19th from 2 to 8 p.m. in the Marisa building. You do need to pre-register, which you can do at marisa.org. And they sign up for 20-minute time slots for families so that they can come in, they have an arrival time, and they don't have to wait in line. Santa is ready for them.
All right, good deal. Anything else you think people should know?
I think that they should know this is a very spectacular event, and I really want to see him make more connections. There was so much joy last year. It would bring tears to your eyes. The elves were, you know, having a hard time dabbing away some of the tears because it was just that happy.
Well, it sounds great. Andy, thank you so much for coming on today and telling us all about it.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And tomorrow on Insights, we'll talk with the executive director of the Marquette Regional History Center about this weekend's 24th annual holiday art sale and other upcoming events at the museum. That's tomorrow right here on 19 News Insights. And coming up next, Mike Ludlum has your look at sports. He has the highlights from the high school football district title game between Menominee and Traverse City St. Francis. And Northern Michigan University and Michigan Tech face off in women's soccer. We'll have those highlights as well when we come back.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, For our Heart of America, meet the 68-year-old who's run a marathon in every single state. His message of motivation. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
We can stop this together.
My team is on their way. Let's get to work.
The assassins are inbound.
He has a knack for finding the suspect.
I'm too old for this crap.
This will be dangerous.
Must be Tuesday. Trust me.
I trust you.
The FBI's are all new. CBS tonight at 8/7 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology, and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes, we're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Oliver Wendell Douglas, man of few words.
Oh, for the love of. Oh, for the love of.
Oh, for the love of me TV.
Oh, for the love of.
Green Acres, weeknights at 9:30 p.m. on WZMQ Me TV.
Running my business, I'm always worried about managing logistics. The last thing I want to be concerned about is our banking. That's why I use First Bank. They make it all about me.
Good evening, everyone. The Menominee Maroons were involved in a crazy Division VII football district title game at home against Traverse City St. Francis. To Walton Blush we go. Traverse City St. Francis already had a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Second down and 27 from its 38. Quarterback Tyler Endress had time to locate Matthew Citizen Kane. That's good for a 62-yard touchdown. 14-0 Gladiators after 7.5 minutes. Ooh, boy, what was Menominee going to do? Well, no worries. They came back quickly for the time being. Tanner Terkoff stepped up in the pocket and found tight end Cole Cooper for an 18-yard score. Maroons on the board, down 14-7. Move to the second quarter, now trailing 17-7. The Maroons with a new play in the playbook. The pass is deflected right into the hands of number 73, offensive lineman Lucas Toon. He gained 13 yards and a first down, and yes, he was pumped up. 2 plays later, the handoff will go to Isaiah Odom, and he gets a couple of good blocks and went 30 yards for the touchdown. Menominee was within 3, 17-14. Odom needs to work on sticking the landing though, and doink. Next, St. Francis possession. First play, Tyler Enders' throw went right into the waiting hands of Landon Dagnall. The junior sprinted 32 yards for the score. I'm blocked by the cheering sideline, but number 6, Caden Bell, described it well without words. Menominee up 21-17 at the half. Last 15 seconds of the third quarter, Braxton Lasinski scores for the Gladiators. They're up 23-21. Point after was blocked. Now, Tanner Terkoff missed a few plays during that time. In the fourth quarter, sophomore Dylan Beal finds Dawson Bardowski with a nice pass. This one ends up with 42 yards and a first down. After a few more runs by Beal, Terkoff re-entered the game, and he scores from a couple yards out, 27-23 Menominee. You properly go for the 2-point conversion here. Caden Bell wanted to throw. Nothing was available, so he did it himself. Nicely done. 29-23 Maroons with 6.5 minutes to go. But St. Francis scored a touchdown with 22 seconds to go. Tied the game at 29. The extra point for the win? No. So you're telling me there still was a chance? Yes, you were, Jim Carey. Gladiators kicked the field goal to take a 3-point lead in overtime. On third down, Menominee's turn. Terkoff found Dawson Bardowski on a crossing pattern, 7 yards for the touchdown to seal the deal. 35-32 Maroons. Yes, this one is hard to explain.
This word is resilient. We got a resilient bunch that love each other, and I think they had each other's backs. We had guys making plays, guys stepping up, and you know, I told them going into overtime, and I think Coach Cooley did as well. Where else would you rather be?
It went up early, and we knew we couldn't give up, and we just bounced back, and the amount of effort and the heart that this team has, it's unbelievable.
The ball got batted up. It's a heads-up play. You need playmakers, and I'm willing to be there to do that if they need me to. It was in the air. I can't let it get turned over. We needed that ball. We needed that drive. We needed energy. I'm going to supply that energy. I got the ball. I got it right here. Oh, it felt so special. I never get the ball. It felt special. It felt energy. Whoa, what's going on here? Got it. Rumbling, stumbling. Had to get the first down.
The Maroons will host North Muskegon in a Division VII regional final Saturday at noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. GLIAC Soccer quarterfinals, Michigan Tech NMU. First half, and boom, that goal by Madison Bilbia gave the Wildcats a 2-0 lead just over 9 minutes into the contest, and they would score 3 minutes later. Callahan Bearden will fire this one home. Hannah Costomo with the assist that made it 3-0 NMU. They would score one more in the first, one more in the second half. They go on to win 5-0. The Wildcats will host a semifinal game on Friday, and the final is on Saturday for that tournament. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Designers have created a luxury handbag made from bacteria to help protect the planet. Tina Krause tells us how scientists are looking to roll out other lab-grown products too.
So this is the famous bag. The style of this luxury handbag is shaped by science with bacteria grown in a lab, which morphs into a strong and eco-friendly alternative to leather when it's mixed with a natural textile and dyed. Creators say it generates up to 65 times fewer greenhouse gas emissions than genuine leather from cattle, which give off huge amounts of planet-heating gases.
A lot of young people today are worried about the future, are worried about the planet and where it's going to be in a few decades. They have ethical concerns around animal cruelty.
A biotech company in London says the concept of engineering biology can help create all sorts of greener and sustainable products. Designers are working to develop a range of accessories like sneakers.
We're also looking at automotive applications, so you have car seats.
The synthetic solutions have impressed the UK's top scientists.
I feel like we are seeing the beginning of a big revolution that will make a lot of manufacturing much less polluting and much more sustainable for the long run.
A group of researchers in eastern England are using the same science to create a superfood, turning algae into a dairy-free powder packed with protein to make muffins.
This would be better for the environment and actually healthier. This muffin is 25% reduced in calories and 65% reduced in fat.
Scientists call it the power of nature, nourishing people and the planet.
Those who've tasted those lab-grown muffins tell us the flavor is the same and they wouldn't know the difference. All right, we'll have a final look at weather for you when we come back.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
got the lights,
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
My family's been in business for 70 plus years. We really needed to stress that this is not just a running store. Our running shoes are good for everybody.
It's about the people out in the community who are in the workforce. All those people really benefit from the proper footwear and structure that a running shoe can provide.
They might come in limping, almost like a miracle, walk out of here dancing. It's more than shoes. There's a caring that doesn't exist in a lot of businesses anymore.
Why didn't we do this last year?
Before you were preventing migraine with Qulipta? Remember the pain, cancel plans, the worry?
That was then.
And look at me now. You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making 0 migraine days possible. It's the only pill of its kind that blocks CGRP and is approved to prevent migraine of any frequency to help give you that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic to Qulipta. Most common side effects are nausea, constipation, and sleepiness. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Qulipta, the forget you get migraine medicine.
Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. I'm your Professor Ice-T. If your car is out of warranty, a car breakdown could eat you alive. Look at that car. The transmission alone could cost you $3,000. And that engine? How much do you love your kidneys? Don't even get me started on the computer system. That's a small fortune. Do what I did and call CarShield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed.
Call 800-552-1961.
Not as chilly for tonight, and skies will be becoming cloudy for Wednesday as temperatures get into the upper 40s. Rest of this week, Thursday looks like the only time we'll see some meaningful rainfall and a little chillier there in the mid-40s. No snow expected here. It just doesn't seem cold enough. Might get a few leftover showers on Friday, and then we'll keep it dry and fairly cool as we head toward the upcoming weekend and into the beginning of next week. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tom, and that's all we have for now. We'll see you all.